Hey folks, it's Corinne from the Kavana, and I'm gonna try a new thing. And I'm very awkward on camera, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'm fine talking in front of live people, but on camera I get super awkward and weird. But I'm gonna try and do it anyway, and maybe I'll make it a little series because man, it has been a day, and it has been over a half a year, and today I am just so fed up with this one particular issue. There's so many things about running a small business, running a restaurant. There's little fires to put out every day, but I kind of thrive in those like dynamic environments. That's why I got into it. But there's this one fire that is persistent. It's day 273, I just calculated it, of having this consistent water leak in our unit. And some of you have probably seen, I posted a few posts here and there, but I don't post every time it leaks because that would be the only thing on my page, because we have water most days. And it's gotten worse lately, and it's actually spread to another wall now. I was really upset last night. I noticed that our cute LED lights that light up our arched windows on our Bridge Street side, about 3/4 of them were not lit up, and the rest were all like wonky, weird colors. And when I went over to investigate and see what might be causing the issue, and I touched them, they were wet. And that wall has never been wet yet since we moved in. The Front Street wall is always wet. We know that, and you all know that, but this is a new level. And just overnight, since last night, the water has creeped through the wall where we now have bubbling under the fresh paint that we put on when we moved in. And if you push on the bubbles, it's like a water balloon. So it's a fun new level of water where it shouldn't be in this unit. And I'm getting very little. I'm not getting any support. Let's be real. From the various layers of people who might have accountability or responsibility to deal with this. And it's been 273 days. I think that's a heck of a lot of patience. I have been nice. I have been patient. I have been smiling. I have been grateful. I have been all of those things. And as soon as I say the word unacceptable, I am met with I don't know what else to call it other than misogynistic, inappropriate temper tantrums. That's the only, I'm trying to be fair and reasonable, but that's really the only way I can characterize it. I'm told to keep my comments to myself and be happy that they think they finally found the source, which, by the way, this is the 4th time that they said that they found the source. So I put a lot of faith in that. And it's frustrating. It's frustrating as anybody in business to get that kind of response when all you're asking for is some accountability and some reasonable timelines. Meanwhile, paying full price, by the way. When I say I'm not getting any support, I'm paying full price for my unit this entire time. Got sort of told, like, we fully support that, you should be compensated. And then when I ask, so how is that going to work? Where is that compensation going to come? I get told, you better pay rent or we'll take action against you. Things like that. So yeah, it's a lot of lip service. That's what I'm getting. It's a lot of lip service. And it's frustrating. And especially being in hospitality, you're kind of trained to smile and be nice. And, you have to be pleasant and upbeat all the time. You're in front of customers, and it's easy to translate that to everybody that you interact with during the day. But not everybody's your customer. Some people have responsibilities and need to be held accountable. And it's frustrating when you put on that, hey, I need you to be accountable hat, and you're met with that kind of response when you're told, those classic things that certain types of people like to tell, let's face it, women, when they call out unacceptable behavior. Don't get aggressive. This is frustrating. Holding you accountable is not the same as being aggressive. You haven't seen aggressive from me yet. And you probably won't, because I'm trying to play nice. And I see that it's the only option most of the time. But where am I going with this? Why am I telling you all this? Well, I had a day. That was the beginning of my day, coming in to find even more water in even more new, exciting places, ruining even more beautiful things that we put into this space to make it beautiful, and feeling very frustrated all day that I don't know what I can truly, really do about it. I don't have a lot of, I don't have any leverage in this situation, and I have to continue to wait it out. But in the meantime, I guess come and see us. That's I think the universe already sent us a bit of that today. I didn't even make this post yet, but I was thinking about it all day and thinking, what's my ask here? Nobody can solve the patriarchy for me or solve my water leak for me. Big problems, small problems, but that's just has to be in the background. That can't take the forefront. There's so many awesome things happening here, and so many happy people that come through here. If I keep looking off camera, it's because I'm looking at the leak, by the way. I just realized I'm not making camera eye contact, but it's because I'm watching the water drip as I'm making this video. Maybe you can even hear it in the background, I don't know. But anyway, so many lovely people came in today. Finally had an okay-ish day. It's been really slow the last few weeks, frighteningly slow. Makes us wonder what's going on, if it's, kind of everybody or just us or what. Today was okay, but just for a little real talk, today was our best day in the last couple of weeks, and we were still only at 75% of what we would need to break even and stay open. So that's where we're at. We're volunteers right now, and it'd be nice to not feel like every single day is make it or break it. Knowing that other people are being paid to drag their feet on this water problem at the same time. That was the realization that got me especially frustrated today, is that every single day of this leak is another day that I lose money. If you're wondering why we haven't had a grand opening, by the way, that's why. It's really ugly where the leak is, and it's right at our front door, and it also is preventing us from finishing some of the final finishing work in terms of painting, and also drapes for the windows on that side, because as some of you I'm sure have experienced, there's a few hours every afternoon where the sun streams in through these huge, beautiful windows that we have on our front street side, which is lovely. We love all the glass, we love all the sun, but our thermostat, which is stuck on Fahrenheit for some reason, I don't know how to change it, but it was 80 degrees in here today for a couple of hours because of that sun streaming in, and everybody in the restaurant has to change seats and face the other direction, and it's ridiculous. And you're all so nice about it, but I know it's uncomfortable, and I know that it's costing us business because people don't stay as long, or they don't come in at all, or whatever the case may be. When there's uncomfortable conditions, it's not okay for a restaurant. You don't want to be uncomfortable. And one of the first things I did when we moved in last August was buy window coverings for those windows because I knew that would be a problem, but I have yet to be able to hang them because they are made of fabric, and if I hang them there, they would be moldy because it is constantly wet over there. Yeah, so it's a cascading issue. No grand opening, no drapes, now no LED lights even. And sometimes an hour a day of mopping, like just bailing out buckets of water, which is not how I want to be spending my time as a small business owner. Doesn't help me grow the business, and it drains me. It's draining and it's frustrating, and I'm over it. And this is a really long video, and I'm not good at editing and cutting, so I'm gonna have to figure out what to do with this. But if you've made it this far, amazing. Yeah, that's my little behind the scenes peek, and I don't know, send us good vibes for no water, for resolutions to water, and maybe we'll even get lucky and somebody will, I don't know, give us a rent break in the meantime. On month number 10 now of dealing with this. Or I don't know, maybe the universe will just send us some universal compensation. Who knows? I don't know. But we're trying to hang in there, and yeah, thanks for listening.